how do we train our minds to move in the direction we want them to move on a recovery journey or in life in general? We train our minds to move the way we want them to move by being very intentional. So on my recovery journey, I used a WINS log in my phone in order to recognize where I was moving forward in ways that were beneficial. And a lot of the time, it was related to mindset. So if my mindset was, if I judge my mindset to be helpful in a particular situation or facing a particular sensation, and the level of the sensation would also matter because sometimes the sensations, the pain was so extreme that I felt like I could only stay on the ground. But if I got up and I took a walk and I did something that showed my mind that I was actually okay, that I didn't need these protection sensations at that level, then I would jot that down into my WINS log. And over time, I no longer needed that log. I probably used it for about a year. But now my mind is programmed. My mind it's the process of recognizing progress became automated. And on a recovery journey, a lot of people will, instead of having automated progress, which is noticing the progress, logging the progress, having mind add the progress to the narrative, the story of your recovery or of your life, rather than have that, they have what's called recovery or progress amnesia, where they'll think if they have a situation where the sensations rise, whether it's panic, maybe they have a panic attack or they have extreme pain, then they're going to think that it's been such a huge setback that it's put them back to the beginning. So a WINS log will allow you to have a very concrete documentation that that's not the case, that you made all this progress. So if you've been keeping the WINS log for a couple weeks and then maybe the sensations reach a point where your mindset hasn't yet developed the resilience to be able to weather that experience, then you can look back at your WINS log and say, oh yeah, I've made all this progress. This is just a little hiccup. This is just a little bit of a challenging day or moment or whatever. So I encourage you to keep that WINS log, and I encourage you to continue with consistency to shape your mind into a space where you're authentically noticing what you want. So you're authentically noticing when you do things that are helpful. So if you clean the kitchen, if you wash some dishes, if you cooked a meal for yourself, if you went out and you did something quick, an exercise snack. Let's say you stepped outside and you jumped rope for 30 seconds. That's a huge win. It's a tremendous win. So put it in your WINS log, especially if you have been experiencing a healing odyssey with chronic pain. It's huge to go do something physical, even for 30 seconds or for a minute. And when you program in that acknowledgement, that WINS log, you program that in, then your mind begins to automatically look for that rather than to look for example, something it can judge as negative. The judgmental mind will never allow you to transform in the direction you want to go. So that's a whole nother topic. But when you have a judgmental mind pattern, you may look like a judgmental person, but it's just a judgmental mind pattern where you're looking at the world and you're saying, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Or you're looking at your own experience of sensations and you're being critical of it. You're saying, that sucks, or this is so hard, or whatever. All that negativity gives you more negativity. So instead, focus on the good, focus on that progress. Write it down, keep a WINS log in your phone or an actual notebook where you use your hand. That encodes it in your brain in a very different way, a powerful way. So that's today's tip. If you need more help and you're ready to work with me as a coach in one-on-one sessions on Zoom, head over to healingwolfcoaching.com and sign up for a consult call. I also have a free somatic download, which you can get by signing up for my mailing list. Have a day where you look for the ways that you're moving forward, and let your mind get used to that kind of little appreciation for ways that you're taking steps, baby steps even, to get better and better and to develop yourself, to develop as a human being, to develop as a guide of peace and courage for others in the world.